In this video, I will share with you reasons why you might have lost points or even the whole badminton game in a tournament because of 5 uncommon common sense. Welcome to KJ Badminton. I am father of Tim, who is now one of the state-level badminton players in Malaysia. Many badminton players, especially beginners, are participating in tournaments, especially during the school holiday periods. You might have gone through rigorous training for weeks, but only get to know that you lost in the first round of the tournament. It is not because you didn't put in the hard work, it is not because your opponent is stronger than you, but possibly due to some missing best practice that took place on the tournament day itself. In this video, I will show you step by step on what a state player is doing during a typical tournament day. I call it the 5 uncommon common sense you will need to know to better prepare yourself for your future tournaments. Let's get right into it. On a tournament day, assuming the first match is happening at 10 AM, Tim will wake up around 6 AM. After washing his face and putting on his gear, he will be eating something light, usually carbo-based food like simple cream roll, cereals, or some biscuits. Food is taken early in the morning to make sure you would have adequate sugar level in the body to support the upcoming activities. Tim will then do some simple warm-up exercises, followed by a 5-kilometer treadmill run with his moderate speed. The reason running at moderate speed is to make sure you don't spend all your energy in this exercise, just warm up your body. This could be your very first uncommon common sense missing as tournament preparation. What you are trying to achieve is to wake up all parts of the muscle in our body. In our body, there are many big and small muscles. Some will wake up quicker compared to others. So it is important to spend time waking up all your soldiers for the upcoming war. Imagine you are going into a war with sleeping soldiers. What is the chances of winning that war? Not only it is explained in science, it is also widely practiced by all state and national level athletes, not limited to badminton. After the jog, do a quick warm down, then followed by a good bath. Then, you are all freshened up and ready for a tournament day. Please stay till the end of the video because I will share with you a good tip that not too many people know to possibly avoid losing points during the badminton game. After bath, it is time for breakfast. Breakfast is often called the most important meal of the day, and for a good reason. As the name suggests, breakfast breaks the overnight fasting period. It replenishes your supply of glucose to boost your energy level and alertness, while also providing other essential nutrition required for good health. This could be the second uncommon common sense missing from your tournament day preparation. Without the complete breakfast in the tournament day morning, you are simply putting yourself in a great disadvantaged state. Tim's breakfast will normally include bread, which is the carbo requirement, hard-boiled eggs, which are protein needed, milk and cheese as the dairy intake, and a bottle of chicken essence too. After the breakfast, he will double-check his tournament supplies are all ready to go. Items like Gatorade drink, power gel, energy bars, cold spray, protein drinks, and extra shirts, and so on are all packed and sufficient. Once everything's checked, we will start our drive to the tournament venue. You will want to be at least 1 hour or better still, 90 minutes arriving at the venue ahead of a competition time. If you see any value from the video by now, please help me to smash the like button. I really appreciate it and it will mean a lot to the effort we have put in. Once arrived at the tournament location, find a place to settle down. Then put on the gears and start warming up the body. You will need at least 30 minutes to do the warm-up exercise. First session will be static warm-up at all the joints, then followed by dynamic warm-up exercises which include slow jog, skipping, crisscross, chassis move, and a few others. These 2 sections should take no less than 20 minutes. Once completed, depending on the availability of the badminton courts, Tim will find chance to get into the court for 2 purposes. First is to do his footwork And second, we'll be doing some light sparring with a buddy. The court session should take about 20 minutes, in total 40 minutes to do warm-up. If there's no court available, be creative and find an empty space to do the same activity. If you couldn't find a buddy, find a wall and spar with the wall. Sounded simple and easy. The third uncommon common sense, it's to warm up your body properly before you start your very first point in the game. The measurement of proper warm-up is to gauge if you have started the sweating mode. Your shirt should be half wet if your warm-up is done sufficiently. If you do not feel your own sweat dripping, you are likely not optimized to start the competition game. First few points in any badminton game will psychologically swing the performance of a player significantly for the whole game. If your warm-up session is done poorer than your opponent, it will put you in great disadvantage in that game itself and eventually might lead to a loss. So don't lose to your very own warm-up session. For local tournaments in Malaysia, games will normally play in 2 to 3 days. It will mean that multiple games will happen in the same day. Timing for your food intake is critical to decide your energy level for your very next game. Pay close attention to the timing of your next game and decide when and what food to take. As an example, if you still have 3 hours before your next game, you can afford for a proper meal which include meat, veg and carbo. If you have only 2 hours or less, take more carbo-based food with minimal portion of meat. The fourth uncommon common sense is overeating before a match. If you take too much meat right before a game, most of that body energy will be dragged to support the digestion without your control. Then you will have little energy left to play the game. You will feel that you are slower than what you normally can do in the court. So we will want to avoid heavy meal before a match. In a situation where the next game is up less than an hour and you are feeling hungry, take a quick energy bar like Milo bars, Cocoa Crunch bars, and others. Always keep a few bars in your badminton bag, even just for your training usage. Do not lose to your own digestion system in a badminton tournament. If you have came across any similar experience described above, please feel free to comment at the bottom of the video. The more we share, the more we gain. At times, especially after a long wait, you will feel tired and wanting to take a short nap. It is recommended as a quick recovery action for your concentration, especially when your next game is dragged into the late afternoon. Before you do that, go back to your competition schedule and check how much time do you have. Take a 20-minute power nap if you can for recharging. The trick here is to ensure you have enough time to warm up once you have taken the power nap. The fifth uncommon common sense is to make sure you will have at least 30 to 45 minutes of time after your power nap before going into the next game. That is because once you have gone into sleep, your body will shut off and all your brain and muscle power are going into rest mode. You will need 30 to 45 minutes to warm up and wake up your brain and the muscle cells again before you would see your optimized condition. Always ask for help to wake you up in case you oversleep. As promised, I want to share with you a very good habit which might lead you to avoid losing a point. In a competition, every point counts. Once you have firmed up all the base of the shoelaces, do a double loop knot as I'm showing you now. 1 and 2. Then only put it tight and your shoelaces will never come off. Not only that, you will still be able to retain the quick release function in your standard shoe knot. I have tried this method for 20 years and it never failed. If the shoelaces came off during the game, it might lead to a losing point. Worse still, leading to injury. If you feel there are values in this video, Please do subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. It really makes a huge difference to the effort we have put in. If you feel the video will also help your friends, please share with them so that we can all learn together. The more we share, the more we gain. Thank you for your support.